Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. We had a little storm here in Kansas City, and then my microphone didn't want to connect. So it took me a little bit to get on here, but I'll stay later to make up for the time. And let's get into the tea. I saw that Penny D commented, has the time changed? Penny, I hope you are still in here. The time didn't change. We just had some storms going on. But okay, let's talk about what tea we have. Oh, there you are, Penny. I'm so glad. Okay. Hi. How are you doing tonight, Penny? Oh, I'm so glad you're still here. Okay. Awesome. So, guys, I have done some prep work for this because there has been a lot of tea going on in the news, a lot to dive into. And guys, we're going to cover it all. So, we're going to get into the Britney Spears memoir. We're going to talk. Penny says, I'm doing good. I didn't want to miss it. LOL. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm doing well. It's been a good, little bit of a stressful day, but a good day overall. Thank you for asking. You're so sweet. And I'm glad you're doing well too. Okay, so here's what we're gonna get into though. But we're gonna talk about the Britney Spears memoir. We're gonna talk about her birth chart and how it reveals a few things that I think she went into in the book. We're also gonna talk about Justin Timberlake. We're gonna do some tarot on him. We're gonna get to Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. And we are gonna round it out with a little bit of Taylor Swift tea. So we got a packed schedule today. All right, so let's get into it. Let's start with, let me see, the Britney Spears situation. So, the first thing that I noticed was the title of the book, The Woman in Me. And if you guys have been around here or have seen any of my breakdowns of Britney Spears' birth charts, you know that Britney actually has her North Node in the sign of Cancer, which is the sign associated with femininity. Now, our North Node is like our destiny, and it's what we come here in life to learn. So, while from the outside, it may look like Brittany has been having a breakdown, and I definitely think that's the case. But if you look at her birth chart, she's also been having a major breakthrough. And I think that the title of her book confirms that she's actually on path. So just the woman in me, like, I don't know, it gave me goosebumps knowing that her North Node is in Cancer, about embracing her femininity, her vulnerable side. She came in with a South Node in Capricorn, meaning she came in ready to work. She came in surrounded with Capricorn energy of people wanting her to work. We even saw that that was to her detriment. I don't think that her femininity or her like softness was honored. And I think that writing this book, while, ruffling a lot of feathers and seeming aggressive in some sense, I think it also is opening people's eyes to more about what her experience has been as a woman, what women go through. So anyway, I think she's on path. So I mean, that gave me goosebumps. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. But yeah, so I think she's on path. So moving along, part of her path has been to talk about some of the most difficult things that have to do with her womanhood. The situation with Justin Timberlake was really sad, really tough. I did see an article about on yahoo.com, you guys, about just speculating about Justin's marriage and like what could be going on right now. We're going to pull some tarot cards for that. But here's the headline of the article: Justin Timberlake is possibly in total chaos amid Britney Spears' memoir. All right. And the article basically says that there are different sources saying different things about Jessica Biel, Justin's wife, and Justin Timberlake. Britney did accuse him of cheating in the book. And, hold on one second, you guys. Sorry. Oh, we have a little bit interference. Hey, I can hear the beeping. Sorry, we got my husband in here. We got my dog in here. You guys, like I said, it's
Trying to get everything going.
we were trying to get everything going for y'all with
I just wrote a little post so
Oh,
you know what the problem is.
thank you, sweetie. Oh, he was writing a post so everyone would know why it took me a second to get on. You're such a good husband. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, thank you. We take Dolly with you. My If my dog doesn't go, she'll get in all my papers. Okay, love y'all. Sorry, guys. It was all hands on deck over here trying to get on. Okay, so I'm just going to read you guys a little bit from this article so you can kind of take it in. Depending on which source you ask, Justin's either doing totally fine amid the revelations or he's in a complete chaos spiral. First up, we have People Magazine, who spoke to an insider who said he's happy at home with Jess and their kids, and he's focused on new music. He's in such a great place. That seems a little sus, right? All right, this Yahoo article goes on to say, cool. But then there's the Sun over in England, who spoke to someone who had slightly more to say. Justin owns who he was when he and Britney were together. Even though his personality, career, lifestyle, and personal priorities are radically different now, 20 years later, their source explained. This book is a nightmare for him because of how it throws the whole family into chaos. Oh my gosh, you guys. The timing stings just as much as the revelation itself. Justin had a big fall planned with new music on deck, more work with his old friends and in sync, and of course, the next installment of the Trolls franchise, which has been a huge moneymaker for Justin over the last several years. Okay, this article goes on. If you guys want to look it up on Yahoo, go for it. Okay, wait. Someone just said, I'm a ride or die JT fan, but disappointed in his actions. Totally. And I'm hoping he will evolve into a better person. I know, you guys, I totally agree with that. And so reading this, like I hate like demonizing any one person or ganging up on any one person. But I will say, I loved NSYNC growing up. NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, they were like my favorite. And Vampirella, hi Vampirella, good to see you. Oh my gosh, the whole gang's getting here. We're all showing up. Um yeah, you guys, I was a huge fan of his as well. Growing up, I remember as a kid and he and Britney Spears, they were so huge. And seeing just this quote and how much it focuses on what he's doing now, his career, making money, it's really sidestepping Britney and that Cancer North Node theme. So I want to kind of go back to that because, like I said, Britney Spears has her South Node in Capricorn, meaning the focus was work, right? It was about her being a workhorse, her feeling like her value was in what she could produce. Very capitalistic, a lot of the values that are instilled in many of us growing up. However, for her, I think it was magnified. Now, if you look at this quote, Justin, he's talking about the work. He's talking about the value, the profits. He's saying that this book came at a bad time for him. Ugh, that is so Capricorn South Node. And I really feel like he had a big part in her journey. She does talk about that, but even astrologically, we can see that in her birth chart. And I don't think that he has evolved or changed. I'm not quite sure what his chart is. We might want to look at that at some future point. But yeah, I mean, he definitely is really echoing back that lesson of life is about work. He's not talking about her feelings. He's not even acknowledging her or what was in the book. He's being really vague and saying, okay, wait. Vampirella, he's in Aquarius, Sun in Aquarius. Come through, Vampirella, with the astrology tea. I'm not surprised he was a bit cold to Brittany. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, Vampirella, I've got to say, knowing now that he's an Aquarius, I'm like adjusting my mind. Wow. So Aquarius can be very detached. I wonder if he has Capricorn, where he has Capricorn in his chart, if he has any strong Capricorn placements, because I really do feel like he is echoing these themes of that South Node. Because, right, the South Node is like what we have to break through. And Brittany really had to break through this pressure to be valued for only what she could produce and start to value her Cancer side of being feminine, vulnerable, the woman in me. Like this book, I have goosebumps even saying it. Oh, we got more people coming through. Lawyer Moke says, "What's up, Miss Penny? Thank you for waiting on us to get you up and running." Aw, so sweet. Okay, Penny says Sagittarius moon. Guys. Okay, Sagittarius, they are so fun. And so are, I mean, all the zodiac signs are fun. But when I'm thinking about this, like Penny, that is such good insight to know that he also has a Sagittarius moon because that's a fire sign energy. And someone who has, wow, their sun in Aquarius, which can already be kind of detached. Joe Jonas has a lot of Aquarius placements. We talked about that. And just having that ability to detach as an air sign. Aquarius is known for being kind of offbeat, for being kind of a loner at times, and then to have the Sagittarius energy, which is all about adventure, exploration, and also kind of being on your own. Like they're the philosopher, the adventurer. So he's definitely someone that I feel like is very self-contained and would probably be very comfortable in a Capricorn based world. I don't know, like, does he have a lot of water in his chart too? But that is wow. Okay, wait, Venus in Capricorn. Vampirella, Britney is a sun Sagittarius, just like Taylor Swift. Okay, Vampirella, Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Sagittarius, Ascendant in Leo. Guys, all I can say is he has the big three of an F boy. Sorry, I'm gonna say it. We're gonna spill the tea tonight. Okay, Leo, thank you so much, Vampirella, for filling in the blanks. Thank you, Penny D, for filling in the blanks as well. Appreciate you guys. I didn't even expect to look at his chart today. Wait, Vampirella, Venus in Capricorn. Yeah, okay. And Brittany's a sun Sagittarius. Okay, I'm taking all this in. So, Sagittarius sun, let's start there with the Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius moon connection. So, I find this really fascinating because you guys, this is one of the placements that indicates a potential marriage connection. This is why when I first did the readings for Travis, Kelsey, and Taylor Swift, I was like, this could be it. I know it's unconventional. I know this might seem weird, like right when they first like had the rumors, but if you look at their birth charts, they're freakishly compatible. And one of the big compatibilities is that they actually have this same connection where Taylor Swift has her sun in Sagittarius and Travis Kelsey has his moon in Sagittarius. My husband and I have that connection. I have my sun in Virgo, he has his moon in Virgo. So when you have that connection in a romantic relationship where one person's sun is the same thing as another person's moon, it is considered a marriage indicator. And if the relationship does not end in marriage, it does indicate the formation of a really deep bond because the sun person, so this would be Britney Spears in this case, feels very seen. The sun is the one that gets to shine the most in the relationship, which is also why I think we're going to kind of go in a few directions here. This is also why I think that people are starting to love and really see the Taylor Swift Travis Kelsey relationship in a positive light because he lets her shine. She's the one with the sun sign connection. She's the one with her sun in Sagittarius. The moon sign person, this person emotionally is able to feel seen and like loved and cared about behind the scenes by the sun sign person. But naturally, it's like the sun sign person gets to feel warm and the moon sign person gets to feel loved and seen. And it goes both ways. The energy, they pass it back and forth to each other. But if you're a woman and you're the one with the sun in Sagittarius and your partner has the moon in Sagittarius, for example, it's like you finally feel appreciated for who you are. We see that with Taylor, and my memoir is in the mail. I haven't gotten it yet. I ordered it on Amazon last night. But I would bet that some of what she's going to talk about in the book is that she felt really seen and understood by Justin at one time when things were good. She was very in love with him, and there was a reason for that. Okay. Vampirella, Brittany has a moon in Aquarius, though. Oh my god. Okay, this is kind of breaking my heart even more now. So, I just got goosebumps, yeah. So they have a double sun moon connection. Okay, there was something that Sebastian Soto was saying on his channel today. I watched, like, one of his videos about Britney Spears, and it gave me goosebumps, and it made me think, are they twin flames? Now, the fact that they both have this sun moon connection, I'm kind of like, guys, wow. This was major, major for both of them. Okay, Vampirella Travis lets her be bejeweled. He does. He does let her be bejeweled. Aw. She makes the whole place shimmer, you know? That's so sweet. I love it. Um, Brittany and Justin both have Venus in Capricorn, Vampirella says. Okay, wait. Ishani says, can you please do a relationship reading on K-pop idols? Kim Taehyung, I hope I'm saying that right, and Kim Jenny. Yes, I will do that after we do this one. Thank you for your request. Thank you so, so much. My brother lives in South Korea, so I do know some things about some K-pop idols, but I don't know anything about them, so I'm gonna fly blind on it, but we'll pull some cards just for you. Um, guys, wow, let's pull a couple tarot cards. I think we have a pretty good understanding thanks to y'all pulling up all these placements. I was just guys, I'm kind of floored. Same Venus, so they both need the same okay. They both see each other. They both make each other feel loved. Like this honestly on paper, this relationship should have worked out. Now, he has Leo rising, she has Libra rising, I believe. If anybody can verify that, that'd be awesome, but I'm 99% sure she has Libra rising. Now, I still think that Libra and Leo, like on paper, that should have worked out. I will say the only thing, and this is kind of what was talked about in the book from what I've heard like Sebastian talk about basically, shout out to him, uh, is that he was more concerned about his fame. And with Leo rising, if someone really needs that, like that, I could totally see that blocking even a true love, and him being too immature. I wonder if he has regrets about it. We're gonna pull some cards now because this is a deep, deep situation between Brittany and Justin. And we all kind of knew it, but when you look at their birth charts, when you hear about more in depth about like what went on between them, it's just heartbreaking. Brittany has Libra rising, yeah. Same Capricorn and then the double sun moon connection. I still can't. I did not know that. Wow. Okay, so I want to kind of read Justin because I feel like we do know a lot about Brittany. She shared it in the memoir. I think she's been very open. Penny says, yes, I have half of the book. Okay, you've read half the book, and it was obvious that he was jealous of her fame. Whoa. Okay. Yep. Penny, that makes so much sense now. So a Libra rising is Libras are so charming, right? My husband's a Libra. He charms me all the time. He's super sweet. And it's effortless for a Libra placement to be charming. People with the sun, moon, or rising in Libra, they kind of can't help it. They just charm the room. They bring attention their way without trying. A Leo really wants to shine and be the center of attention, as we know. If he saw her being effortlessly charming and, getting all the attention in the room, Penny, that's great insight. Totally. Amazing that you say that, and the astrology backs it up. Their Venuses are conjunct, Vampirella says. So they're like in a close degree as well. Holy smokes. Okay, we got to pull some cards then. This is wild. So I feel like Brittany has definitely shared a lot about how she feels, and Justin is still kind of hiding in this. I'm just going to say, when a person with these placements is being an F boy or an F girl, the Sagittarius moon is escapist. They will run from a conflict. They will run from a situation. The Aquarius energy helps them to detach, and they can tell themselves, a lie or explain things in a way that is very detached and kind of make themselves believe their own lie. And then with the Leo rising, it's like, ooh, my fame. Oh no, I don't want people to see me in a bad light. So he's like trying to list all these accomplishments through a source. But let's see how he really feels. I definitely don't think that he is being honest or truthful. We see him just kind of trying to get away from the situation, not address it. The sad part is she would have given it all up for him. Penny, you're going to make me cry, Penny. I'm PMSing right now and I will cry. I will cry on this live. That is so sad. I believe that she would have given that up for him as well, because that Cancer North Node of like being nurturing, and I'm sure what you saw in that book, like, wow, my heart just goes out. But I'm glad that she is putting out the woman in me and she is owning that Cancer North Node. I do feel like ultimately this is a major breakthrough moment for her, and hopefully inspiring a lot of people, like she said with her statement, to feel seen. Okay, Justin, how did he feel? Let's do past, present, future, okay? So in the past, when all this stuff was going on, I know it was 20 years ago, but let's see if we can tap into that energy that he had. What were his real feelings in the past when Justin broke up with Brittany? How did he really feel at the time? King of Cups. When he broke it off with her, he was still in love with her. Plain and simple, King of Cups. And now, knowing their birth chart placements, the fact that even their Venuses are conjunct, I believe this. And I think that he knew that he was still in love with her when he broke up with her. Wow. Okay. The cards are jumping now. So we'll take that as confirmation. I also have goosebumps on my right arm. My little confirmation signs coming through. So he knew. Yeah. He made a conscious effort to go against his heart. I don't think that he was really over it. I don't think he really wanted to move on. Let's get a little bit of clarity. Let's get some more clarity. And then we'll see how he's feeling right now. The Lover's card. Guys, okay, this is a love relationship. It's also a decision. So he was very much in love with her still when he broke it off with her, but he knew he had to make a decision. I mean, basically, the cards are just kind of laying out the story that we already know. So let's take this as confirmation. Let's move forward now. So he made a decision, even though he was in love with her. He made the decision to leave. How does he feel now? We've seen Justin's statements, but how does he feel now? So one card was just like weirdly catching my eye and sticking out. Two of Cups. Okay, I did not expect this, but this card was like, I don't know, I could just see the back of it sticking to the side a little bit. And I just like had to pull it. And it doesn't surprise me that this is actually the Two of Cups card. This is your divine counterpart. So even after all of this time, when he reads the book, when he hears about what's in the book, I don't know that he necessarily is reading it. But he might be. I mean, who knows? He could have gotten it on Audible, but whatever's going on, when he hears about it right now, what comes to mind is this Two of Cups energy of like, that is my twin. Like, that is the other person in this life that knows me and understands me more than anyone else. This is making me so sad, you guys. Okay, so it's very much still there. Two of Cups, it is very much still there. Let's get another card. Now I have goosebumps on my face. Yeah, I feel a lot of regret too. Like a lot. Like that was the person. Oh, I'm not going to say anymore. I don't want to disrespect his current situation, but okay, let's see. How else does he feel? How else does Justin Timberlake feel? The moon. Okay, so this card indicates your intuition, but it also indicates emotions that are hidden. Um, it's like he feels like it's kind of like it's in a fog for him. Like almost like this was a dream. He feels very much confused still about certain things that went on between them. I'm not really getting like right now in the present, him as an adult. I'm not really getting like this energy of him still having that F boy vibe. And people probably won't want to hear this because I know he did have that scandal where he was holding hands with somebody. They took photos of him like going out after he was on set when he was married to Jessica Biel. So he does have this kind of bad reputation still, but I'm getting a lot of emotion. Let's see what else. How else does Justin Timberlake feel now about the Britney Spears situation and the memoir and all of it? Queen of Swords. Okay. This is that Aquarius side to him coming out. Um, this is someone who's like very aware. So the Queen of Swords is very aware. The Queen of Swords represents an air sign, and it's this energy of like, I know the facts, okay? So we're having this, it's kind of like that head over heart thing that I was talking about in the beginning. Like, he knew that he still loved her when he broke up with her. That's why he went to visit her even after the breakup and she went to go recover. He knew that he loved her, okay? And in the present, we're kind of seeing this mirroring that past situation where when he thinks of her, when he's caught off guard, he thinks of her like that was my person, my other half. Okay. He feels regret. He does feel a pang of like, love and softness. The moon is the illusions though. But then he'll like catch himself and he's like, that was an illusion. That was fake. Like he's kind of like in denial. Like that was fake. That I was young. That's why I thought that. That's not true. Do you know what I mean? Like he starts to distance himself from the feelings immediately. And then the fact that we got the Queen of Swords to represent him now, I do not like this at all because the Queen of Swords is like head over heart. Again, kind of repeating this past cycle, but the Queen of Swords is a little more aggressive because this is the card that I get like when someone needs to cut something off, when they want to cut something off, it can be kind of ruthless. It can be an energy that just doesn't care. Um like I've got to do what I've got to do. Like that's kind of this Queen of Swords. Like if you can even see the look on her face, it's like she's holding that sword and she's like, "Listen, I gotta do what I gotta do." Like, that's kind of the feeling I get. Yikes. Okay, so let's do the future. So that's very clear about how he feels now. I just feel like this is the same person, but a different font, even though he's older. I think Justin is a little more mature, but he's also a little more ruthless than he was when he was younger, if you can imagine. What about the future? And I don't know because they've had such a long history. I usually do next 6 months. Let's do within the next year, though. Let's just make it a little bit longer for their timeline, or even indefinite. Let's do indefinite. I feel like they are very connected. Could be a twin flame. Not every twin flame, I think, ends in, marriage. Um, there's such a connection here. So let's just do the future. Let's leave it kind of open ended. Justin Timberlake towards Britney Spears in the future. The world card, the tables turning. We were talking about Taylor Swift songs earlier. Bejeweled was one. I would say this might be the song Karma. You guys know the words to that song. It's like Britney Spears is like, I can actually sleep at night because I know what I'm saying is true. And like karma catching up. I see the tables turning. Oh my. Okay, let's get another one. The table, Justin feeling like the tables are turning. Okay, that one fell out. Perfect. I love that when they start jumping around. 8 of Cups, walking away. They are not I do not think that they will reconcile in this lifetime, you know? Maybe the next. The table's turning. Oh, interesting. Actually, hold on. If the tables are turning and we're getting the 8 of Cups walking away card, in the past, he walked away from her. In the future, she is going to have the opportunity to walk away from him somehow. Whoa. The Emperor. He's very much still in his ego. And I think that showing that in the future, this emperor energy of, to represent him, she's going to walk away from him at some point in the future, whether that be in the press, maybe he comes to her and says, "Hey, I need you to blah, blah, blah," or whatever. But he's going to be in his emperor energy still. And she's going to see that. She's going to see this is coming from ego. This isn't because you care. This isn't because you are wanting, you're caring about your family. I'm sorry, but this is going to be the alleged, for entertainment purposes only, tarot truth. Um, and she's going to see that. And I think that then she's going to walk away from him and say, you know what? If you would have come to me a different way, of course, for old time's sake, like I would be there for you and I would help you and I would try to like help rehab your reputation or whatever. Because that was a long time ago. But because he's going to come to her with this emperor energy of ego, I think she's going to then walk away from him and turn down whatever it is that he's trying to offer, some sort of olive branch. Wow. Okay, now I do want to get a card because we were talking about karma. I want to get a card to see like what's going to happen to Justin's reputation following this. Oop, you guys might be able to hear that rain still. It is storming. Penny, what was Jessica Biel's reaction? Ooh, good question. Okay, let's do that. And please let me know. Feel free to comment if you guys can hear the storm, if it's like annoying or too loud. I don't know. Maybe I could try to adjust something. Okay. Let's do that, Penny. Let's find out what was Jessica Biel's reaction. She's still with him. And she stayed with him through that other little scandal too. I don't know how many kids they have though. They have 2 kids? Not sure. Okay, what was Jessica's? Okay, here we go. They're jumping now. What was Jessica's reaction? How did she feel really? The sun? Why? What? She was happy? Okay. Guys, I'm gonna have a little sip before I decode this one for you. This is gonna get wild. Okay. Completely shocked. Not what I expected, but you know what? The tarot tea, it delivers some shocks, and I love it when it does that. And then it's right, and I'm like, what? Wow! I was totally spirit knows. The Sun card. She was actually happy when this came out. You know what I kind of think? We'll pull some more cards, but I kind of think that. Okay, Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy. Good to see you. Chrissy says they have two boys. Okay. Vampirella, yeah, he was messing with his co-star. Uh-huh. Maybe she's happy Justin's getting his just desserts, and Brittany is somewhat tarnishing his image. Vampirella, yes, yes, yes. That's exactly what I was just gonna say. That's totally, I agree, 1000%. She's totally. I mean, you said it well, Vampirella. She was excited and happy, like, she immediately felt a sense of, like, joy. This is the joy card, you guys. This isn't just like, "Oh, that's good." This is, like, pure joy. This is my happiness, and I gotta say, if someone feels like this when their partner is getting exposed, she has to have been through a lot with this man, and this is someone who probably has a lot of resentment, which I hate that for her. Um, let's pull a couple more cards on that. That's interesting. Why? Let's just see what the cards say about why. I totally think that's why, that she just like, I've had enough of this man. And it's time other people know what I know about you. Because with his Leo rising, Sagittarius moon, Aquarius sun, and then that personality of like an F boy not taking responsibility, having, being all cheaty, like, and her staying by him and trying to help him look good in the press, yeah, I think she was just like, "Finally, now people know what I know, what I've been knowing all along, and what I've been putting up with." Oh, Lord. Chrissy says, "Maybe this will get Justin to stop messing around." You know what, Chrissy? I think if anything will, I think this will. You should read about a relationship, Jessica and Justin. I wish she would leave him. No, is it really bad, Vampirella? I mean, obviously the cheating is horrible. I mean, you know, that alone, not judging anybody. We all go through our stuff. I've dealt with it before as well, and I've stayed in situations that I shouldn't have in the past. And like, so I'm not judging anyone. I just want to put that out there. But I do hope that, if anybody's ever in that situation, that they find that self worth and they move forward. No one deserves that. Oh my gosh. And she doesn't deserve that. There's women with low self esteem that still mess with him. Even now. Chrissy says no more. Yep, no more goody goody clean cut. Exactly. Finally, I mean, people are, and you know what they say, you guys, like the truth always comes to light. My grandmother always just tell me that. I fully believe that. And she's probably just like, finally, in the light of the of day. Look at that. The sun card, the truth coming to light, you know? It's probably relief for her. Oh my God. Gata says he cheated while she was pregnant with her second child. Penny, she might think now is the time to cut and run. Jessica has a Pisces sun and a Gemini moon. Vampirella, thank you. That was the other information that we needed. And Penny, you know what? I hope that she does take this as the opportunity if it is the right thing for her. I know when families are involved, that's tough. Again, can't judge or make decisions for anybody else in their life. Everyone is so individual, but they do have a lot of money to where I think that, both homes could be good. They could figure things out. And geez, sometimes you just got to take your soul and get out of there. Be like, this is not a good situation. Her Venus is in Aquarius. He didn't. Something about Cameron Diaz when she dated Justin. Did he cheat on Cameron Diaz or no, Chrissy? I can't tell what that says. I think that he did. I think I saw like one of those YouTube videos, like it's like called Gold something, Gold Coast, or like I don't know, it's one of those like motivational ones I saw a while back. And I think that Cameron Diaz was saying how the relationship with Justin Timberlake almost like broke her. And then she like met her husband and now she's like really happy. Yes. Tashani, I'm sorry. I will get to it. I promise. I promise. They were holding hands. I know. I'm so sorry. I will get to it. I promise. I promise. Um, she will stay and have the upper hand. Yes, but that can get toxic too because then it's like people are in their egos and having a power struggle instead of really just like loving each other and being a safe space for each other, right? That can okay. So let's see. Let's see what Jessica will do next. Let's see what the tarot T says. What will she do next? Pisces sun, very sensitive. Gemini moon, very compatible with his Sagittarius moon. I will say this, Gemini moons, this is not true for everyone, but Gemini anywhere in the chart can be okay with being more detached. Also, could potentially have a non-committal type relationship. And again, this is not for everyone, but anything on the Gemini Sagittarius, those two are opposite polarities, but you tend to really get along with your opposite, especially in like a romantic relationship for most of the signs. And definitely Sagittarius and Gemini having those very compatible moons, this could be the couple that would be non-committal, that could have an open marriage, whatever. I mean, those are the placements that I could see could do that. And then she has her Venus in Aquarius, also very detached. Again, not everyone with these placements is going to be about that. It depends on the individual, their values, and other things in their chart. But these are definitely like potential placements that I could see being detached enough to be okay with like an open type of relationship. And maybe that is why she was able to like stay and push past it because maybe there's a part of her that's okay with it. Or maybe she also dated other people in the relationship to like keep it even. Like, I don't know. Um, let's see. They remind me of a millennial version of Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner. Wow. Yep. Pisces sun, she's gone through a lot of pain from him, Penny D. 100%. Pisces are so soft and sweet and sensitive. And I bet at one point she really believed in him and like gave it her all and then had to kind of like grapple with what was going on and find these other placements. Okay. Like tap into her other placements to like push through. Okay. What is Jessica going to do next? Interesting. This is the Hierophant card. This is the teacher. Hmm. So this is like a lesson, a spiritual lesson for her and for him. The fact that they got married and made a commitment, that's a major soul contract. I'm getting goosebumps now again. Let's get a clarifier here. There's a big lesson here for her and for him, but I'm reading for like what she's going to do next. And so I'm getting that she's learned a big lesson from her relationship with Justin. Okay, goosebumps big time. Okay, what was the lesson or like what else is she going to do next? Let's just see what the cards say. This is a very intense energy that I'm like tapping into, like very intense. She's got strong energy. Best friend of the year award, 6 of wands. She's learning about trust. She's learning about let's get another one. Jessica Biel is learning a lot right now about trust, about friendship, about passion. Okay. Here's what I'm getting. She's learning, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Jessica Biel is learning the Hierophant card, the card of the teacher. She's learning that sometimes just because you love someone, it doesn't mean that you can stay in love with them, even if you were in love at one point. She has moved on from being in love with Justin. And this happened a while ago. Okay. This is why we have the Sun card. The reason that she's stayed with him this long and the way that she looks at him now and will in the future is like this best friend card. She also sees him as the Knight of Wands, which is like passionate. And with that Sagittarius moon energy, this is someone that they can be committed. Every zodiac sign can be committed, but some people choose in this lifetime not to want to be committed. He is someone that is never going to be fully committed to one person. She sees that in him. I don't even really I want to get a little bit more of a clarifier here to see if like she's really okay with this or if like this hurt her, because I can't tell from this reading. It's looking like she's being very matter of fact and saying, I still love you as my friend. Right now, she still loves him as a friend. He is, she would consider him her best friend, but she also is this Knight of Wands, and she's seeing all of this as a she's learned a lesson, he's learning a lesson. That's why this makes her happy. She wanted him to like learn a lesson. Wow. Okay. She's like coming through as like very, very emotionally strong, almost just like more detached. I'm not feeling Pisces energy. I'm feeling that she went into her Gemini moon. She went into the Aquarius Venus, like very detached. Aquarius Venus can definitely see the big picture. Okay. Cards are flying. Here we go. Okay. What's coming next? Guys, I don't know that she will leave him. And this is going to sound so weird. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, got to state it again. According to the tarot T, she's accepted this. She sees who he is, and in the future, Two of Swords, it's like I don't really want to make a move. I don't really want to change my life. Um, the Two of Swords is like I don't know what to do really, but this is like inertia. Like I'm not seeing movement. I'm not seeing a divorce. I'm not seeing a tower moment. And then Four of Wands is like still being together and like celebrating life's milestones. But they definitely have a friend energy. Um, how does she feel towards him? Let's just get her feelings because this is very much giving the energy of someone who's like, I accept him for who he is, which again, everyone has different lifestyles, what they need in love. My Scorpio moon could never. I'm like the most no, no, thank you. But some people are different. I mean, we all have a different way that we want to live our life. And she seems like, let's just get her feelings. Wow, this is kind of surprising to me. Penny D, me and you both, right? Vampirella, so they're basically Jada Pinkett and Will Smith in a way. Exactly. They just look the other way. Exactly. And not only that, Vampirella, it's like she looks the other way, but it's like I don't know. It's almost like she's also learned something about herself with the situation. Let's see. Let's just get I need her energy. I need a little more details on her. How does she really feel about Justin, about like his extramarital relationships and stuff? Like, does it hurt her? Like, how does she feel? What's the story? We got the Emperor again for Justin. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Guys, I don't think that's ever happened to me once doing all these readings. I don't think I've ever gotten the same card to represent a person two times one reading. Actually, I know for a fact that's never happened as long as I've been reading any of these YouTube videos. I am, wow. So his energy is very strong. Okay. I'm going to say that the fact that he came through as the Emperor two times in this reading has never happened to me before. He's the type of person that you only meet once in a lifetime because of the way that he is so adamant about who he is and what he wants. He's that kind of person that's like, I think with that Leo rising, with just with all of his placements, it's like he's fun to be around, but he is a powerful person and he finds a way to weld his power in whatever way he needs to accomplish whatever it is he wants to accomplish. It's not like someone that you could even really figure out. It's like she sees him as someone she's like, I've never met anyone like this person before. I'll never meet anyone like him again. Um, and he wants what he wants. He's going to get what he's going to get. There's really no convincing him. There's no changing him. So yeah, Vampirella, basically what you said about the Will and Jada, except it's like I feel like he's Jada and she's Will Smith though. And I'll get to why when I talk about their birth charts here in a second. But yeah, wow. I am really in shock. Kind of takes a lot to shock me, and this is shocking. He comes through as the emperor with Brittany and as the emperor with Jessica. So it's like he is very consistent about who he is for good or for not good. I don't love the emperor card because the emperor can be very stubborn, very self-focused, unyielding. The emperor is all about power. I mean, that is what the emperor does. The emperor wins, gains power, and it's great if you're doing a reading on like money or career. It's great. But if you're doing a reading on relationships, like this person doesn't compromise. This person doesn't do the things that it takes to be in a loving relationship. So it's like she loves him. Okay, I get it now. Finally. She loves him. She has fun with him. They have a lot in common. She like did it break her heart then? Did he break her heart at one point, and then she just decided to go with it? Like, narcissistic 1,000%. It's a narcissist. He's a textbook narcissist. Nailed it, Penny. But did it break her heart, or is she okay with that? Because she's also a little bit different. I keep trying to, like, get to the heart of this. Oh, okay. That hit, so no, she's not like this. Actually, 5 of Swords. She can cope with it, and I've gotta say, hey, we can force ourselves to get through things if we want to, or we can say, "You know what? I'm gonna step out. This isn't right for me." Um, because of her placements with the Gemini moon and the Venus in Aquarius, she was able to detach and stay in the situation and still see him as a friend. Right or wrong, that's what she was able to do. Um, and still enjoy his company even. But we know that at one point it did hurt her and break her heart. She had to, like, get to that point. She isn't naturally that way. Um, as much as these cards almost, like, make it seem like she is. So, like, maybe at this point she's embraced it, I don't know. But 5 of Swords, like, he definitely did something that she found out about. 5 of Swords is betrayal. He did something, she found out about it, and I do think it was even before the situation with the other woman on set that was publicized. I think she found out a long time ago. And I think at that point, she made the choice. They had a discussion. And I think that he was very, yuck, upfront about things. And I think that she said, I'm willing to try this, basically. And she's learned a lot about herself, a lot about real love and what she wants in the future through this. I don't see that she's leaving because we have the 2 of Swords. I feel like she keeps wanting to stay, but I don't know. But it definitely did hurt her. The cards just keep, like, telling the story, though. Like, it's not saying, like, yes, she's gonna leave. Um, and that might be because the cards read, like, the current energy. It might be because she hasn't decided yet. The most definitive card we've gotten to see, like, will Jessica be a leave or not, is a 2 of Swords of being like, "I don't know," or like, "I can't make a choice." So, as of now, she feels like she can't make a choice. She's not doing anything. Maybe we check back in, in a couple weeks. It might be different. She might have made the decision by then. But wow, okay, that was wild. Shall we move on to Will and oh, before we do Will and Jada, let's do Will and Jada next, but I am gonna do this request really quick. Now, I'm not gonna go too far into it. Let's see. Is Shawnee, I'm trying to read on thing. I can't go too far into it just because I don't know who these people are, but I so appreciate you requesting. So I'm just going to pull a quick card and try to give you some info about them. Let's see. Okay, so there are 2 K-pop idols. Wish my brother was here. I could ask him. He probably knows. He works in music and he's in South Korea. He produces some stuff with some K-pop people, so I'm sure he would totally know. But we're gonna go with it. So let's see. Kim Taehyung, I hope I said that right, and Kim Jenny seen holding hands in Paris this year, and a few intimate photos were also leaked of them. Okay, what's the nature of their relationship? Let's pull a quick card. Both are Capricorn suns. Interesting. Okay. I like that. Earth signs get along really well with other earth signs. The only difficulty could be about having 2 Capricorn suns, though, is you got 2 bosses in the relationship. So while at first it's like amazing because you're like, you get me, I get you. You like to work hard, I like to work hard. You are somebody who doesn't mind putting in extra hours. Me either. I respect that about you. But then when the relationship progresses, it's like, hold on, I am doing this. I need you to support me. And like, then the other person's like, wait, but I need you to support me. And it's like they can never really like the give and take can be hard with 2 earth signs because they're both so solid in what they're doing separately, if that makes sense. But let's see. Okay, Aries moon and Scorpio moon. Okay, this is a very intense connection. This could be very passionate because Aries and Scorpio are both very intense, but again, two strong energies. I like this because it's like I see the attraction. Like these two attracted. Can they last though? Let's just pull the cards. Again, I don't really know anything about these people, so we're just going to see what comes through. Let's do past, present, future for these two. In the past. Okay, 4 of cups reversed. Actually, I just accidentally turned my deck over while I was talking. So we're gonna do it in the upright. I'm all turned around about all this drama with the celebs this week. So 4 of cups. So in the past, there was some sort of disappointment. And Ishani, feel free to like comment below if you like you're seeing this or not. I don't know the situation of these two people, but there was some sort of disappointment between them in their partnership. And then let's get the present energy. So they were holding hands. Sagittarius rising and Aries rising again. Okay, that's very compatible. Two fire rising signs would totally be drawn to each other. So it's like these two, one's a Sag rising, the other's an Aries rising, both Capricorn sun, then Aries moon, Scorpio moon. Ooh, that is a spicy pairing. Like they are both very strong personalities. I'm talking these two could move mountains on their own, and then together, if they ever got together, like, that's a power talk about a power couple. That is a power couple. Oh, I'm breaking up. Guys, I think it is this rain. That's why I couldn't even get on at first. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let me know, Chrissy, if it keeps breaking up. Oh, I might have to okay, I don't wanna end it. We've got a crazy storm right now. Alright, in the present, these 2. Known as a female and male version of each other? Stop it. I love that. That is so cute. Oh my god. And with their placements, I can see it. Okay, in the present, Justice card. This is about balance. I like the Justice card for these two, especially if people have said they're the male and female. Justice and balance. This is like two sides of one coin. It's like this is balancing each other out. This is totally mirroring known as the female and male version of each other. Oh my god, I love this. That is so awesome. Okay. Another one. But in the past they were sad. Like maybe in the past they thought they wouldn't get together or something. But right now there's good balance between them and this could also indicate that they are each other's balance. That's awesome. Queen of Cups. Love, a love connection. Yep. Okay, so I don't know about them. I will check out their pics and I will ask my brother about them as well. I always like to, get up on the K-pop idols and people that he's working with and just like what's going on in the industry. So I'm going to look them up. But in the meantime, there's balance in their connection and there is Queen of Cups energy. This is very mature love. Um, this is beautiful. This is a strong, loving energy. I love the Queen of Cups in a love reading. Like it's so positive. It's like the kind of love that people dream of, like really feeling seen for who you are, feeling heard, feeling cared about, um, knowing you can trust the other person. It's really beautiful. Okay. What about in the future for them? What's next for them? Then we're going to do Jada and Will. What about the future for them? And you know what, Ishani, I may do a tarot tea on them for you, like a separate video that I can like post. They're the most popular female and male star in K-pop. Okay. All right, Ishani, I'm going to do a little bit of research, talk to my brother, do a little article, and in the next couple weeks, I will do a video just about this couple and put it up on the channel, okay? Just for you. Cuz that's interesting, super interesting. Thank you. You're welcome. Love you too. In the future. Ooh, okay. The moon. Now, in the last situation of Justin Timberlake, the moon came through as like a confusing card, but I'm going to take this as actually in the future, like the higher octave of Neptune, like Venus and Neptune. I associate Neptune with this card sometimes. Like it can be very emotional and like highly romantic in a way that, like, for Justin, it was like a fog, like, I don't really remember or whatever, but for this, we're talking about romance, especially with Queen of Cups. This is, like, almost like it feels like a dream. Okay, can I get one more? Vampirella says, "Can you do a reading on Natalie Portman?" Oh, that's such a good one. Yes, we will do that. Oh my gosh. He's actually gonna go to the military really soon for almost 2 years. Oh, no. The moon. Like it was a dream, like it's a dream. Okay, let's get another one. That makes sense then. Page of Wands, looking to the future. They're going to be dreaming about their future together. I'm getting goosebumps. I want to do a private reading on these two, and I don't want to tell you this card. It's like, but okay, I'll tell you this card, but I'm still going to do a reading on them to get in depth. But I have this. And don't get sad because it might not be 100% true. This walking away card could indicate that he's just leaving for a period of time because you said like he's going to the military. But there is going to be a walking away. I don't know if this is just because of the military or if this is because it's not working out. But basically, what we're getting is like a dreamy quality of like this relationship is like a dream, especially if you're gone. It's like remembering having dreams about that person. But they have a great relationship right now. And then dreaming of the future together and then walking away. So, okay, we're going to have to leave it there, Ishani, but I will be doing a reading just about them on the channel. This is fascinating. Wow. Okay. That's really interesting. Thank you so much for requesting that. Very interesting. Okay. Now we're going to do, oh my gosh, Natalie Portman and Benjamin Millipede. Will she ever divorce him after he was caught cheating with a French climate activist this past summer? Oh, I remember that now. A little sip of my tarot tea. Wow. Yeah. I never okay, I should be honest. People fall in love, right? We can never judge, but I never really saw them together. Like when I saw them together, I was like, huh, okay. They didn't feel like they went together. Like I don't know about their birth charts, but I know they met because he was a ballet dancer and she did Black Swan. They met, fell in love. I really think it's horrible that he cheated. And I think I remember reading that she was like blindsided. They're both Sun and Gemini. Ah, Vampirella, thank you. You're always come through. He cheated on his long-term live-in girlfriend with her. That's how they got started. Ooh. Another case of, and we hate to say it, but that's the karma of it all. How you lose them is, or how you get them is how you lose them, as they say. If you like if you cheat with someone so that you can have them, eventually the same will happen. Wow. Black Swan. Yes. Okay. Yep. All right. Let's see what's going on with them. Let's do an overall reading of past, present, future for Natalie Portman and Benjamin Millipede. And then I want to tell you guys about Jada and Will's birth charts because it's freaking me out. Okay. In the past, 10 of Cups doesn't get much more clear than that, you guys. In the past, they had what they both felt was a 10 of Cups wish fulfillment, wonderful relationship. Um, wow. In the past, they kind of felt like we have it all. We have a beautiful family. I'm getting goosebumps again. Like we're so happy. Like this is like having nights where you're just feeling like everything in the world has worked out exactly how you wanted it to. Like it's a magical energy of just being so happy. So they did have that at one point. Um Vampirella, I really dislike him. Supposedly there's rumors He's been constantly cheating on her throughout their marriage. Ew. Do you know any of his other placements, Vampirella? And then that just flipped on its own, so we're gonna take that. What the heck? Okay. We got the Chariot card. This is passion. This is Mars energy. This is warrior energy. He converted to Judaism for her. She's really into her Jewish religion. So you would think that, if he converted and everything, that he like is taking this seriously, especially when you bring someone's religion into it. And then he still like cheated. What? So she definitely had this like sense that it was all working out. She was getting everything she wanted. He was also feeling like that, but then so that was the past. In the present moment, we've had this Mars energy. Now, Mars is associated with aggression. It's also things moving quickly. She's a Virgo moon. He's an Aries moon. She's Venus in Cancer. He's Venus in Taurus. Okay, I really, really don't like that. Now, in context of knowing what's gone on between them, I really don't like that. So Virgo moons, so like my husband has a Virgo moon, like I said, they're very solid and like stable and practical, and they tell you how they feel, they mean it, like they're very trustworthy. So she's very trustworthy. What she says is what she means. And Aries moon, in the context of someone who's cheating and doing stuff like that, Aries moon can be really impulsive, selfish, loves a conquest, needs a lot of energy and action to feel alive, to get excited about life. This is the opposite of Virgo moon energy. This is somebody who's like, if I don't have a conquest or like I get bored. So saying that he cheated all throughout the relationship, knowing that he has an Aries moon, I would say, where there's smoke with this situation, there probably is fire. And then I would say the Chariot card represents him because, like I said, this is Mars energy. Mars is the ruler of Aries. This card is automatically like someone who is like, I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to do what I want. It's a strong energy that comes in the room and is just like needing to take over. I don't like that at all. And then a Virgo moon is very like nurturing and like feel like that would really like put her off balance. Like I think that in the beginning they probably really clicked because of that Gemini twin energy. Two Gemini suns that meet and like get along. Geminis do have this desire to be like twinning. I talk about it in my podcast episode that's actually going to be out tomorrow, where I talk about like Halloween costumes and celebrities. And it was so funny because the Geminis, like Heidi Klum, she's dressed up as clones of herself. She's dressed up with her partner a bunch. The same thing with like other Geminis, whatever. If you guys are into that, it'll be up tomorrow. But I kind of go into the Gemini twin thing where they really do want to find their twin. And even at Halloween, they like dress up as a twin with somebody. So two Geminis, I could see like them really clicking at first, being like, oh my God, this is my twin, my other half. We're exactly alike. We're doing ballet together. We're like two halves of a whole. But then when they get to know each other better, she's like this stable, loving, grounded one. And he like needs more excitement and fire. He's like, this is boring. Like we're happy and stable. Um, Not great. And oh my God, guys, I didn't even look down at this card yet because I was just talking. This is her, the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slow and steady wins the race card. I love this card in love because this is somebody who like you can always count on. This is the person who has good intentions for you. They're not the one that's going to like sweep you off your feet and like take you to, I don't know, like take you on a vacation and like do all these crazy things and get a tattoo like the first week and like all this stuff. This is the opposite of that. This is the person that's like, I want to build a future with you. I want us to move slow because I see that this could be uh really real for me. Like I want to build a family. They start looking at practical things. They start like asking someone to convert to the same faith. Like, so this is definitely Natalie Portman. She, with that Virgo moon, she is this Knight of Pentacles energy. She's always been upfront about what she wants from him. And what he wants is basically to like have her have the stability at home and then the conquest, the Mars energy, the Chariot. Even in this picture, Blanche, the Golden Girls deck, she's got two guys in the front. It's like that's him. He needs a lot of attention and excitement to feel good. Vampirella. Okay, wait. Okay, and then the Venus and Taurus, Venus and Cancer, their suns are conjunct. Oh man. And guys, I always feel like every person that we have these close connections with, and then we end up having either a best friendship or a close work partnership or a love relationship with, it is for a reason. Like we do teach each other things, we learn things. So I don't mean this to be like negative when I'm saying all this stuff, because at the end of the day, I believe we are here to learn. And sometimes the lessons are fun and they turn out well. And sometimes the lessons are painful and we learn that we need to have more self worth, or we learn that we need to be kinder or more patient or whatever it is, right? So, their sons being conjunct, that is just such an example of these two, I believe, were drawn to each other for a reason. And we can see kind of the surface of that with the cards. Only the two of them really know um, what they needed to learn from each other, but we can see how it unfolded. It's kind of what I feel like. Okay, so let's see. So that's the two of them. So this confirms what was said. She's the very stable one. He is someone that needs a lot of attention and needs a conquest. Venus in Cancer, that is very sweet and feminine. Again, she's precious. Someone with their moon in Virgo, stable and grounded, and their Venus in Cancer, nurturing and loving and caring. Such a sweet soul. She's genuinely probably such a nice person to be in a relationship with. And his Venus in Taurus. Now, that would definitely draw in a Virgo moon because it's another earth sign energy. But Taurus is associated with the five senses. Oh my God, his chart is just crazy, guys. Associated with the five senses. This is someone who can sometimes overindulge. Um, Wow. So Venus and Taurus and Aries moon. This person, it's like they can't, it's almost like he can't resist. Like he just kind of overdoes it with like, you know, yikes. Okay. So let's see what's going to, you want to know what's going to happen? What's going to happen next for these two? What are they going to do? So he's another Justin Timberlake type of person, just F boy mentality. Pretty much, pretty much Vampirella. Basically. Yeah. Let's see what they're going to do next. What is Natalie going to do? Guys, stop it. We got the Jessica Biel card that we just tonight the tarot tea is just it's really throwing me. I'm speechless. Two of Swords. The same card that we got for Jessica Biel of not leaving, of not knowing what to do next. I hope these two ladies should call each other and have a chat. They would probably have a lot to talk about, a lot in common. Maybe they could help each other figure some things out, give each other some advice. Uh wow. Vampirella, sad face. I know. I know. It is sad. Two gorgeous women staying with these men. WTH. WTH is right, Vampirella. I don't know either. I really don't know why they would. Oh, Ace of Wands. That's silly though. It's got to be more than that. That's just like passion. It's got to be more than that though, because they could find passion with someone else if they really wanted to. I feel like the tarot tea is just like making a little joke there now. Um, Yeah, we're gonna have to leave it at that. I don't think that so at this moment, Vampirella, according to this tarot tea, it seems like they've both kind of been through something similar, which I would have never thought that. But yeah, um, they've been through something sort of similar, and they're both kind of in a place where they aren't sure what to do next 100%, but they're not going to really they're neither of them are like in the mindset right now of being ready to move forward to divorce, file papers. Like neither of them are. Doesn't mean that they won't at some point, but yeah, maybe they're still thinking about it. Oh wow. Yeah, I wanted her with Tom Hiddleston. They suited sexual chemistry in the second Thor movie. Oh my god, they did. That was a good movie. I thought that movie was fun. They did. When he played, didn't he play like Loki? A brainy couple. Yeah. And he kind of has a similar vibe, like looks wise, to her husband, like in a way. It was hot. And when she slapped him, it was hot. Aw. Well, maybe they, like, dated briefly. I don't know. Wait, no, she was married at the time. What am I saying? These celebs are getting me all turned around. I'm like, "Wait, who is married? Who is it?" Huh. Well, nah. Oh, man, you guys. Penny, LOL. Well, at least she got to, slap him, and there was the flirting and the chemistry. At least she got that. She's a beautiful, wonderful woman, and if she decides to move on, then we know that she can and will, and she'll be better off. Um, Dang, that was like so. Okay, more celebrity couples drama. I guess it's because it was like the very end of Libra season. We just started Scorpio season. Spirits like we're just gonna put all the tea out there right now. Also, Venus is in Virgo right now, and Virgo is all about Virgo's all about practicality and like seeing the truth. So if anything was going on in a relationship beneath the surface, things that like were kind of sleazy, like with the Justin situation or with Will and Jada, like there's a lot going on there. I'm going to tell you about their charts. It's crazy. I did their synastry because I was like, what is going on with their two charts? Because this is just kind of a wild story. It's all kind of coming to light. Virgo purifies things. So right now, things are kind of just coming out. Things are coming into the light again. Will and Jada are a mess. Totally. Will's a masochist staying with her. Totally. Totally, totally. So let's look at their synastry. This is wild. And guys, I was actually pretty spooked and a little sad about it, especially because this was shocking. This I almost don't even want to say it. It's so bad. So Will is he's a Libra and his birthday is on September 25th. So which is like, so my husband was born on September 28th, just a few days later, and he's a Libra. And then she's a Virgo born on the 18th, which is a 9 energy. So I kind of thought, like, because I hadn't seen another celebrity couple or anybody that like had the Virgo Libra thing where like the woman was a Virgo, man was a Libra. So back like before all this drama happened and the slap and everything, I thought, oh my God, how cute. Like we could I don't even want to say it. It's embarrassing. We could be like Will and Jada, like the female Virgo, male Libra, who like they're together forever. That was just like in my head. And then when this happened, I told my husband, I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And anyway, we kind of had a laugh about it, but it spooked me out a little bit because I was like, like, I thought they were good. Like, I thought they had a real love. So let's look at their charts. When you put their charts together in synastry, and if you only knew Brit, LOL. What? Oh God. If I only knew. So Jada, if we look at her chart, she's an Aquarius North Node person, which means she's a Leo South Node. Where there is Aquarius, there is Leo. And then Will is an Aries North Node, which means he is a Libra South Node. Where there is Aries, there is Libra. Here's how this is kind of playing out. Basically, synastry is when you like, a lot of you, I'm sure, probably already know this, but you put the charts together and you see like how everything interacts. And so with Will Smith and Jada, you can see like, and I do like the past life contract astrology. Yeah, I went deep with it. You can see like what their past life contracts were, stuff like that. And it's pretty deep. They have a lot of connections in their chart. So let's talk about that North Node thing first, though, because that is like, again, just like with Britney, the North Node is what you're striving for. It's what you're not familiar with. But the South Node is like what you come into this life being good at, like this is like kind of your wheelhouse. And we have to be broken out of the South Node to get to the North Node. With Britney, it was the South Node in Capricorn, needing to reach for the North Node of being soft and honoring the woman in her. And she was broken out of the habits of the business, boss, focus, all work, no emotion. She was broken out of that essentially by all of the things that happened to her in her life. And unfortunately, it was really hard on her, but hopefully she's in a place where she is in touch and it seems like she is with the importance of her femininity. With Jada, she has her North Node in Aquarius. So she's reaching for being like one of the people. Aquarius is like brotherly love, sisterly love. It's like, it's not being centered in the ego, it's being all about like what's good for the collective. And I think she's tried to do this at different times. We fumble around a lot, and I'm not making excuses for her. Oh my gosh, she has really been bad. I'll just say she has been, wow. Talk about narcissist, right? We've been talking about narcissists today. Yeah, oh, it's bad. But her goal is to try to like with Red Table Talk, it seems like at one point she was trying to do this, like bringing darkness to light so that we could all like be together on the same team, sit around the table, very Aquarius energy, and work things out and love each other and like, just forgive each other, like all that good stuff that is Aquarius. It's all about us being connected as a whole. But her south node is in Leo, meaning she came into this life with a Leo energy of needing to be the center of attention, wanting to be a star. People with a south node in Leo, usually it is easy for them to get into the spotlight. The spotlight kind of comes to them because it's a continuation of a past life, even sometimes. It's like they know how to be a star. Sometimes they don't even have to look for it. These are the people that get discovered in the mall. Like who does that even happen to? Well, probably a South Node Leo. It's like it's part of their makeup. They just know how to do it. The spotlight follows them. They don't even have to try. So for Jada at first, like for a lot of her life, like she's been the star. She's been in the spotlight. But the universe, spirit is going to push you to the South Node. So you got to let go of your ego to be a North Node Aquarius. To really embrace that, you can't be looking for the spotlight. You got to share it. Okay. And that's important because if we look at Will's, so she's had this internal struggle, right? Her, like, usually I feel like the South Node, North Node thing kicks in around like your 30s because the universe like really starts pushing you, like, okay, you've had time, you've lived the South Node, you've gotten to know that part of yourself. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Okay. So, late 20s, maybe early 30s, around that Saturn return, we probably feel that big, big push. For Will, his South Node is Libra, partnership. This is somebody, oh my god, so he's somebody that, like, definitely wants to be loved, wants to be in a partnership, like, he needs to, like, be with someone. Like, it's important for him to know that he has a partner. Libra South Node I have this placement too, by the way. I have a Libra South Node. It's like, you really wanna partner up with people even at your own detriment. So, these people, they will put themselves in partnerships that aren't good for them sometimes, and they'll hang on way too long. These are the codependents of the world. These are the people who give too much of their identity away for the sake of a relationship, even if that relationship's not right for them. We can see Will doing this, right? 1,000%. And then his North Node is Aries, though. So he's supposed to become this independent force. And through being his true self, through speaking up, through honoring himself, honoring his truth, not feeling like he needs to sacrifice his identity to be in a relationship, then the right relationship will work out for him, right? And with Jada, if she could embrace her ability to really connect with other people from the heart and not need to always try to be searching for fame, like with this book, this is like classic, like backfiring of when you try to stay in your South Node too long. It will backfire. The universe will force you to get into your North Node. So it's like she's been fighting it. And if she would have just let go and not focused on herself, and put out like good content about the world and about helping people, very Aquarius, like I said, the spotlight would have found her and she would be like in a good spot. Like you're supposed to marry the two, right? So like Will should be in his Aries North Node and then his Libra South Node would be satisfied because he'd have a good partner who lets him live his North Node. For her, she'd be famous satisfying her South Node, but for Aquarius, things like being a humanitarian and like talking about important issues, when you fight it, it's a hot mess, right? And so we see that both of them are just struggling with that right now. Christina, me too. Woo woo. Welcome to the club. Vampirella, Will and Jada think they're them against the world. See, and that is so toxic, guys. When Will doesn't get that Jada is against him, agreed? Talking about Tupac being her soulmate, like how hurtful. Can you imagine? It's backfiring because Britney's book is getting more of the attention now. Yep. Like, everyone pretty much knew she doesn't like Will very much. Oh, I didn't know that. Yep, you're right. The stories are totally overshadowing Jada's book, and then also I think that people just know. Oh, ST said, "Please do it on my girl Camila Cabello." Yes, I will, ST. After we do the Will and Jada, I will pull on Camila Cabello. We'll see what's going on with her. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Thank you, ST, for your request, by the way. Um, yeah, Vampirella, well said. Well said. You're coming in with the tea as always. It's just it's totally like when you try too hard to cling on to your south node, like this kind of stuff happens, the universe, like what are the odds that both of their memoirs would come out at the same time? Not only has Britney's book overshadowed Jada's book, but like I feel like she just looks so bad right now because she was trying to manipulate like Hoda Kotb on the Today Show. That was so cringe. Like I will never get over that interview. Like, as someone with a background in so I have a background in, like, TV hosting, journalism, like, I have been a sports reporter, like, I've done a bunch of this stuff, and I totally when I saw Hoda's face, she was trying to keep it together because, like, you're supposed to, like, be you gotta give the other person the floor, you're supposed to let them talk, you're supposed to allow other people to tell their stories, like, when you're TV hosting, you're a facilitator. You're like, "I'm here to help you tell your story." She was doing that, and then Jada, she was, like, all over the place to the point where even Hoda was, like, getting uncomfortable. She was trying to manipulate Hoda, but everybody could see through it. It was just this is, like, the messiest thing, and then now everybody's exposing. I don't know if y'all have seen those exposing videos where they're, like, exposing that Tupac definitely, that they think that, like, she lied about Tupac because the timing doesn't add up with, like, him being in jail, and then he was in jail. It's messy, 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 and none of this should have happened. Like, she should have never written this book. She has a Leo South node. She should have continued to do, like, the Red Table Talk stuff. She should have kept working on herself genuinely and not just tried to turn this all into a cash cow. Like, she's got, like, that Leo the dark side of Leo, the narcissism. She's leaning into that, and it's completely ruining everything she's built. It's gonna backfire. She's not gonna be famous after this. Um, so she's gonna be forced out of it one way or another. Penny D, yeah, it's messy. Yeah, I'm, like, spiraling over here. Did Tupac love Jada because I think it's one-sided? Jada's yes, I think she's totally delusional, but let's ask. Let's see if we can tap into that. Before we tap into that, last but not least, a couple of interesting things I noticed about their synastry, about their past life contracts. So, Will's North Node falls in Jada's fourth house, which is home and family and belonging. So Will is was originally in Jada's life. So the past life contracts tells you like kind of the purpose. Like we all have a purpose in each other's lives. And this tells you kind of like where the energy was focused. So for Will, originally his energy, he brought it into Jada's fourth house. So like that's family. Like he was supposed to be her family. Like if she wouldn't have fought it and, like, done all this crazy stuff. Jada was in Will's life to actually help him in his career. She wasn't supposed to try to trample him. Like, he was supposed to give her a sense of family and stability. She was supposed to help him with his career so that he could be an Aries North node, independent and strong. And in this lifetime, she was supposed to let herself be more in the background as that Aquarius, that humanitarian. But instead, and I'm sorry, but I'm just going to tell you what I see in this birth chart. Instead, she chose to compete with him. She didn't want to let go of the spotlight, even though in this lifetime, she just wasn't supposed to be that person. She was supposed to be her wonderful and loved and cared for and a star, but not someone who like Will was supposed to be the bigger star basically. And I know that sounds weird, but like that's just part of their soul contract. And then yeah, their composite north node was in Pisces in the first house. So they Pisces is spirituality, first house is self. They were supposed to support each other and grow spiritually together and like I mean, and this is kind of what happens when you just decide, you know what? Nope, I'm not going to go with the higher road in this lifetime. I'm just going to do what I want to do. And I'm sorry that sounds terrible, but yeah. Christina, I think her table talk show got canceled. You know what? Christina, I did not know that. I wouldn't be surprised. And I also wouldn't be surprised if it got canceled because she was being too Leo, if she was like trying to do everything her way, because that would also make sense. Um, with the Aquarius energy, she was supposed to like build a team. And I could see her being the kind of person that gets fired for being like a diva and wanting to be, being stubborn. Okay, so did Tupac? Another sip here. Did Tupac? I really love Jada. Okay, this is getting a little intense here. Tupac has a stellium in Gemini. The Sun and Venus are in Gemini. She's deluded. Wait, his Sun and Venus are in Gemini. She's deluded. Yeah. The Gemini duplicity thing. Now, Virgo and Gemini make really good friends, so they can connect, but yeah, her chart with Will was supposed to be very beautiful. I'm telling you, ego destroyed the relationship, nothing else. I don't care what she says. If you look at their charts, he's a Libra South node. Libra South nodes do not cheat. They do not cheat. If he did cheat, I think it was after she did stuff to him. Like, it just doesn't make sense the way she's trying to spin the narrative. Because he would want to make the relationship work, like to his detriment. Like when he probably should have moved on, he stayed. So she's like projecting. Okay, Tupac. What was their relationship? What was Jada and Tupac's relationship? Oof. Okay. Knight of Cups. Not a complete lie here. This is the Knight in Shining Armor card. Okay. So she did feel like Tupac was her Knight in Shining Armor. This is giving me the energy of a guy that like asks a woman out and she's like, "Oh my gosh, this is everything I've always wanted. This is my perfect guy." It's like putting someone on a pedestal. Um so this was how the relationship kind of started. So there was a connection and I don't know if they're like I saw that there's like one picture of them together. I don't know if there's like proof that they dated for a long time or whatever. I have not read her book, nor do I plan to. But the Knight of Cups is definitely indicating that there was a crush, there was a mutual thing. He definitely she felt swept off her feet at one point. Okay, let's get more. What happened next after that? What happened next between Jada and Tupac? Ooh, Queen of Wands. This is passion. This is like, I wonder if he has any Leo in his chart. Like if rest in peace. If Tupac had any Leo in his chart, because this is giving like, or Aquarius, I guess, because either her north or south node, I could see that being something that gives her this kind of energy. Queen of Wands is like, this is like this person is making me feel very passionate. I mean, we've got the wand here, the Queen of Wands, the most passionate feminine card in the deck. Intense passion, like guys, it doesn't get any more like infatuated than these two cards. So she felt like he is my knight in shining armor. He's everything I've ever wanted in my life. And now it's like, I want this person no matter what. Like, this is pure passion. So then what happened after? Okay, it's still going well. What happened after that? Tupac has an Aquarius North node. Oh, Vampirella, thank you for coming through. You are the MVP. Just giving us all the astrology placements. Wow. An Aquarius North node. Yep. So they have the same North node and the same South node. Now, let me tell you about this connection here. When you have this is one of the and I know y'all might not want to hear this because it's like, what? The twin flame thing. You don't always end up with your twin flame, and it doesn't mean that the twin flame like is something like doesn't mean that what she's saying is true. However, I have seen sometimes people that will feel like a twin flame, or they even could be a twin flame, having the same south node and the same north node placements. Now, that can be kind of difficult because it's like, if you think about it, It's like, let's say both of us have never been on a trip to Australia, okay? And so, well, because and we have the same south node, same north node, we've never been on a trip to Australia. That's our north node. And so we're so excited and we're planning it and we're like, "You've never been there. I've never been there. Oh my gosh." And like we're both here. So like we get each other. We're in the same place in life. Like it feels like it's so right. But then when you get there, neither of you really know how to get there and neither of you can really help each other get there cuz it's like it's kind of turns into like fumbling around. So I feel like the same source, same north node, same south node, it can be really challenging because you feel very seen and recognized because you both have the same negative tendencies and the same positive tendencies and the same life purpose and path. But I just don't ever really see it. Like sometimes it works out, yes, but I don't always see it working out. Like when it doesn't work out, it usually results in heartbreak. Because it's like you thought that it was the one. But it can just be tough. Sometimes it's easier to be with someone that has a different north node than you do. It just, I don't know, it can be too much of the same energy. I hope that made sense. Turns into like both of us don't know where we're going, kind of. But I can see why she felt like Queen of Wands, because if he has a Leo South Node and so does she, it's like we're stars. We're gonna be stars together. So like it could really feed you getting stuck. So it's sort of like she's stuck. Maybe that's why she goes back to him in her mind and in this book. It's like very immature though. Okay. What happened after that? Oh, okay. One fell out. Two fell out. Okay. Actually, the Sun card, the Knight of Wands card. Guys, aren't these ones that we just got for Justin Timberlake again? What is up with this? There's like a weird energy. Like all of these couples that are in the news, like just the ones we're reading right now, it's like there's a similar energy with all of them. It's very weird. And I can only see that synchronicity as like some sort of like lesson. We're all kind of like all the lessons coming up collectively. But she saw him as her son card. There was a lot of happiness with him, actually. That part is real. Knight of Wands, though, Vampirella, you talked about a Gemini stellium. This is very passionate. This is exactly what we got for Justin Timberlake. It was a different order. It was more of Jessica Biel being happy that he was exposed, but she saw him as the Knight of Wands. This is Tupac was the Knight of Wands. He was passionate. He was going in a lot of directions that Gemini Stallion Vampirella brought up. Yeah. Um, it's FY energy. It's a lot of the celebrities and a lot of the male athletes. There are exceptions. I think Travis Kelsey's an exception. I think his brother Jason Kelsey's an exception. I think there are a lot of exceptions, but there are also a lot of male celebrities that I think definitely prove this reputation of kind of being an F-boy to be correct. Yeah. So he definitely was a part of that group where he was yeah, it wasn't a commitment. This is not a commitment, you guys. We're getting happiness, we're getting passion, we're getting romance, more passion, but it's not a commitment. Did he let's just ask them a question. The main question here, did he ever propose to her? Did Tupac ever propose to Jada? Did he really talk about proposing? Like, or was that a total lie? Like, what's going on? 8 of Swords. Okay, guys. Well, she said this all happened when he was behind bars. 8 of Swords is being in a prison of your own mind, but it is the only card that shows a prison of any sort. So we've got to take that into account. Oh my goodness. So this is basically showing him, let's see. Man says Playboy energy big time, big time. Uh, this is weirding me out that this is the only incarceration type card. There isn't a card on here that really indicates like being in jail. This card is the most similar. We're going to get a clarifier here because this is almost talking about someone being in jail. Usually, this card is about being in a prison of your own mind. Like it's not real, but you're in so much stress that you're giving yourself you're feeling stuck, but we don't have a card that indicates actual prison. Maybe if we had to, we'd say this is the one. Let's get a clarifier there. Wow, this connection, I see why she was stuck on it, but it's almost like it's just like infatuation. It's not okay. Get a clarifier. Did Tupac actually propose to Jada? Let's clarify that 8 of Swords. Queen of Cups. Okay, I hate to say this. I hate to say this because this is alleged for entertainment purposes only. Okay. I don't think that he actually proposed. I don't know exactly what she said because I've been really trying to like avoid her book and supporting anything like that she's doing because I think it's just so wrong and weird and just like hurtful for her family and husband and all that. I think that and we have the Queen of Cups here. I think she talked about it with him at one point. And I know people say that the timeline doesn't match up with him being in jail, but I got to take this card as being a jail card. So I don't know exactly what went on here. It's impossible to say, but I just have to say there was a conversation. There was some sort of conversation, but it was coming from her because we have the Queen of Cups. I feel like he was in jail and maybe she called him on the phone. She says she visited him. I don't know because people are saying well, it would have been kind of impossible. Um, I almost feel like maybe she called him on the phone rather than visit him in person and was like, "I love you." Like maybe he was down or something because I think she talked about him feeling down that he was in prison and sad or something. I don't know. He was in there for some pretty bad things too, like really bad things. And I think she was just like she was the one saying like, "You've got to hold on. When you get out, we're gonna get married," like stuff like that. And I don't think that it was like, none of it was real. It was more like she was saying it, and maybe he was just saying, "Okay," because he was, like, in a bad place. It wasn't like he said, "We're gonna get married, I'm making a plan." Because also this behind the bars card, it is associated with stress and anxiety. He was in a really bad state, and she was coming at him with this energy of, like, "Marry me," like, this is weird. Like, this is this is crazy. Like, this is kinda crazy. She was pursuing him when he was, like, in a bad place, almost like, maybe now I can have him because he's an F-boy, but, like, maybe now that he's in prison, I can have him. It's, like, obsessed. Vampirella says, "This is like Fatal Attraction." 100% Vampirella. Yes, thank you. That's what I was trying to say. I'm like, I can't even put it into words. Fatal Attraction towards a dead man. She's so weird. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's almost like she liked that more because she was like, now that he is imprisoned, now I can have him. Cause like, oh, yeah, weird unless he's, oh no. Even if he were alive. Exactly. That's what I know. Vampirella, I know that's what you meant. You meant even if he were alive. You meant like figuratively dead. Exactly. Rather declared to knowing how upset she is with him. Yeah. Okay. That's weird. So now let's do, since we know that, what if that was her energy towards him? She did end up marrying Will Smith, and it did seem like they were in love for a while. So we got to go here soon because you guys, we got to get some sleep. But we got to know what was her energy towards Will? If her energy towards Tupac was that it was this like fantasy thing, almost like an obsession. Um, and I think in the book, she just really like fabricated it. Instead of being like, I called him when he was in jail and I was so in love with him that I tried to convince him to marry me. She's like, he proposed. You know what I mean? It's like making that jump. That's just insane. She wants the bad boy rapper and not the wholesome one that Will is. Yeah. Vanessa says, yeah, F boys aren't tie down kind of guys. Yeah, exactly. And I think what we're seeing with all of these people, we'll call them problematic people, Justin Timberlake, this whole situation, Millipede, whatever, we're seeing that like you can't change a person, so you got to accept them for who they are. And if you're someone that wants a monogamous relationship, It's just better to leave it and go find somebody that's on the same page that can, show that they love you and make you feel secure from the beginning. You really can't change people. Vampiro says, air sign men are nuts. They can be, yes. Classic F boy sign. You know, I feel like there are F boys of every sign, but definitely like Geminis. And like when they are an F boy, they're like the worst of the bunch. Or, okay, yeah, Geminis, Libras, definitely air signs. You're right. Like the ones that are F boys are very bad about it. Okay. I just shuffled a ton to try to get into the will energy and like move away from that other story. Okay. So let's do Will and Jada. What has unfolded with them? Because wow, did we ever get just a crazy story with the Tupac situation? Okay, Will and Jada. Let's do it from her perspective. How did she feel about him throughout the relationship? I'd be grateful if anyone who wants a family to be chosen takes a lot to begin with. Oh, well, definitely Vanessa. It's like I feel like the right person is like you guys choose each other, you know? And I definitely think like we all have to be patient, right? We all have to be patient to find that right person. And um sometimes it takes longer than we think it will, and that's okay. All right. How Jada felt about Will. Okay, here we go. One just finally jumped. I was like, that was kind of hard to tap in. Okay. Six of Cups from the beginning. From the beginning, it was like a partnership. Um, Vampirella, I think you were the one that said it was like you and I against the world, or like that's how they view it. They were like that from the beginning. So don't let whatever she said, I don't know, about how the other Tupac was like her soulmate. That's fine. That was like a fantasy thing. That was like the immature, childish love. We got all the like fairy tale cards, the fantasy cards. Six of Cups is grounded and real. This is like we fit together. We are partners. This is a card about being in love. She felt like this about Will from the beginning. It's reciprocal energy. It is two people. It's not just one person trying to charm the other. No, this is good. Because even with the other one, we got the Knight of Cups for him, and then we got the Queen of Wands for her. But it wasn't like this, them being together. It was like they were both kind of moving separately. This is partner vibes. Vanessa says Jada should be grateful for the family. I agree. She should be grateful for her family. It's important. I mean, gosh, what she has everything in the world, why would she do all this? Okay. Let's see. So it started with Six of Cups for them. Then how did Jada feel? How did it like unfold? 10 of Wands. Then she saw him as a burden. Okay, that's sad. Um, some. Let's just get a clarifier. I don't even want to say anything. So it started off, we're partners. Then became a burden. Then the Four of Wands. Then they got married. Like, what? Guys, this is like a beautiful, solid, real partnership. And yes, real love is you take on responsibility, you commit, you care. It can be a burden, but it's a burden worth having. Anything worth having in life takes effort and work, and it's not all about your ego. And that's what I think she didn't like. Then we have Four of Wands. So it's like, okay. So they went from being in love, feeling like natural partners, to she felt like she had some sort of burdens with him. Maybe it was the commitment, maybe it was giving up another part of her life or whatever. But then they built on this something solid and stable. This is like celebrating. This is marriage. This is a home and like a life together. Four of Wands. This is like doing it and being happy. So where did it go wrong? And I think we know from her birth chart, but I want the cards to tell us. She has no choice but to cling to Will. They're like Victoria and David Beckham. It's part of their brand being a couple. Mhm. Sad, but yeah. Yeah, David and Victoria, that's a whole nother thing. I've been seeing some stuff about that situation too. That's just like wild. Okay, so let's get another one. Why did it not work then? Because all of these cards are so good. It's like someone who really has everything in a relationship. What was it that broke the relationship between Will and Jada? Three of Swords, a heartbreak. When the tarot tea just tells you, wow, okay, I have goosebumps. What caused the heartbreak? There was a real heartbreak. There was a real moment when things changed. It was one moment. I think she tried to say, like, over time we grow apart. No. This Three of Swords heartbreak card, I'm getting goosebumps. There was one moment, there was an incident, there was something that happened. This isn't like over time we gradually grew apart and had different interests. No. Someone was heartbroken. Why was there heartbreak? Oh, okay. We're jumping. Page of Pentacles. Just as Penny says, the young guy she was with. Penny, why are you so psychic right now? Why did you just say that exactly as I pulled this card? I'm going to pass out. Page of Pentacles. This is a young person, someone younger than you. Penny D just said the young guy she was with was what broke her heart. Weird. Okay. Page of Pentacles. This is someone who is freshly starting off in life, new. This is someone though who is focused on their coin. You don't typically see this in a relationship. You see this in like business or something. Like this is someone who's like new on the path with money on their mind and accomplishment and thinking like I can make something of myself. And a page is typically a younger person. Vampirella says, well, she was having an affair with her son's friend, August Alsina, and rumor has it Will probably had a thing with Margot Robbie. True, but I kind of feel like Margot Robbie, that's great insight, Vampirella, first of all, and true. I kind of feel like Margot Robbie, because of Will's South Node, I feel like that happened. Wait, didn't that happen after? I feel like it happened after. Like there was something else that already went on. I just don't think Will was the first to cheat. I just don't. Not that that makes it any better, but I just don't think it was him. I think she started she started it. Like, oh my God, how immature of me. Um, but Page of Pentacles, yeah, Penny D. I think you're right on this. So here is the way I'm seeing it. And this is, again, another odd one. We're just going to end on a weird note tonight, guys, because that's what this tarot tea has just been all kinds of wild. Okay. So for Will and Jada, we have gotten this to recap. From the moment they met, it was a love connection. It was love, it was emotion. Six of Cups. They were in love for sure. Partnership. Also, the Six of Cups can denote a past life relationship, which from their synastry, it does look like they came into this life together with a purpose in each other's lives. Like there is a past life connection here. So they felt that right away. Typically, these relationships go quickly. Like it's like, okay, boom, we're engaged, we're married. Like this is my person. There was an instant thing. Then there's a burden. And I'm going to say this is the commitment. This is all things that come with marriage. This is all things that come with having to like overcome. And I just keep getting Jada's energy, like overcome your South Node in Leo. South Node in Leo wants to be in the spotlight. Um, if she could have leaned into her North Node in Aquarius of like sharing the spotlight, wanting others to shine, brotherhood, sisterhood, like letting go of her ego, she wouldn't have felt this burden. But because I feel like she was hanging on to that Leo vibe of wanting to be a star and like be the biggest one in the room, most popular, and da da da, wanting to get more attention from people. Wands also is like passion. So it's like, yeah, she always wanted I think she always wanted to have multiple people. I know that sounds so bad, but she did. And then 4 of Wands, got married, built a family. So but that like in her mind, that was like separate. I think all along, she is the kind of person who decided to just do what she wanted to do for herself. It's like it's a very selfish energy, to be honest. Like, it's not a we, it's a me. She's always been a me. Even though she loved him, I guess, and felt like this is my person, she always thought of herself first and foremost. And then Page of Pentacles, August Alsina. So it's like we don't even have a conclusion to the story with Will. It's like that's why she's like, I still love him. That is so these readings tonight have been insane. So there nothing really bad happened, but then it's like because she always wanted multiple people, she found somebody. And then shout out to Penny D who called it. He did break her heart. So she actually got her heart broken by August because I think that being with him ignited that thing that she's always chasing, which is her Leo South node because she hasn't let go of her ego yet. What? But I do think that this whole situation with her book is going to force her to finally let go of her ego. Like eventually you got to do it. The universe will make you, you know? So I think this is definitely knocking her off her pedestal. But I think that when she was with August, she's always trying to put herself on the pedestal. He made her feel like she was important and special and somebody, but he's the Page of Pentacles. He was really doing that. Pentacles, that's money and status. It's sad to say, but he had a different motivation than she did. His motivation was to be in the spotlight. His motivation was to figure out how to further his career, further himself. And the whole time she's taking it as like, oh, I'm so special. It's bad. It's just real. This is like what happens when love comes out of the equation and everybody's operating from like ego and like what I can get for myself. And it just falls apart. That's why things fall apart like that. Yikes. I am going to need to sage this room now after all of these readings. This was wild. But this was interesting. This was really interesting. Christina says it seems she was more heartbroken just because she seems so angry with Will, like she's trying to ruin his life. August is a sun in Virgo. Ooh, okay. So she's a Virgo sun. August is a Virgo sun. Will's a Libra. I will say this about Virgos. Virgo, just like how Geminis can like get along really well and be like the twins, I do feel like Virgos always click because they also have like just so much in common. She might have even seen him as like a mirror back to her. I'm trying to like get into the mind of like someone who's really narcissistic, but she may have seen August as like a mirror back to her of like, I don't know, she saw him as like younger, like maybe made her feel good. She saw him as attractive, a Virgo, like he mirrored her values. And maybe she was in some way thinking like I could have a second chance with him. I don't know. This is weird. Like to achieve though, because we have pentacles there. It's weird. Can we get an update on Tayvis? Yes, we can. Let's cleanse our palates. I like that actually. We'll cleanse our palates with the Tayvis reading before leaving because they are definitely a good vibe. We've seen a lot tonight. So Tayvis. So they are doing quite well. It appears. Definitely. That reading I did on them, like right at the beginning of the rumors, I still stand by all that. So I'm happy I put that out there. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I won't do a reading, you know, whatever. But I'm glad I did because then it like came true. That's always so fun and exciting. So I definitely think that like they're doing well. But let's just see how's everything going. Supposedly she's here right now. Also, my husband knows who. Oh, Sean and Camila. Yes, we'll do them too. Okay. I gotta speed it up though, so I gotta like talking too much over here. Little update on them. My husband knows of the person. So my husband's an attorney in this area in Kansas City where we live. Long story short, he knows of the person who sold the house, and it's like 11 miles away from our house right here. And supposedly the house that he bought that they're going to move into, the one in Briarcliff where they are right now, literally like they were just spotted today, is like further away from our house. But yeah, it's like such a nice area, you guys. It's so cute. Like it's giving family energy. Okay. Let's see. You've been spot on. Aw, thank you, Gata. That's so nice. How are they doing now? We know they're doing well, but we're going to get a card. Oh, woo, they're jumping. Huh. Okay, what was the card that we got for Will and Jada when it was like, oh, they are so happy and they immediately recognize each other from a past life, like they were meant to be together. 6 of Cups. Yeah. Guys. So maybe they're the Will and Jada that are actually going to work. I have faith in them. This is so cute. 6 of Cups, you guys. This is like they're so in love. It's just like you're my person. And again, like I said, what I love the most is that she has Sagittarius sun, he has Sagittarius moon. So she feels seen and like she can shine in the relationship, which I think she really has needed. I don't think she's ever had that with guys of the past. Even like the videos of them getting out of the car, like he opens the door for her, he waits for her, makes sure she gets in. Someone on TikTok put up a video like comparing just that, like those sequences of them getting out of the car, coming in the car with sequences of her with like Joe Jonas, Joe Alwyn, other guys in the past. Like some of them didn't even notice where she was. Some of them just like left her in the dust. Some of them, like one of them even like closed the door in front of her. Like just she's very seen by him. And I think it's so sweet. And I love it. Six of Cups, 100%. Okay. Gotcha. Yes, she's giving me mother glow. Am I crazy? You're not crazy. I don't think it's right now, but I definitely think it's gonna happen. I feel it. I just really feel it. Oh, Vampirella, I hope so. I've never seen her so happy. Agreed. She's so happy. She just seems so genuinely happy and just like joyful. And I really love what a gentleman he's being. He's a Libra sun. Um, My husband's Libra sun as well. When the Libra sun men are good, they are the best because they are truly just romantic and caring and very kind, and like they genuinely can be like chivalrous, and I'm seeing that with them. Um it's really sweet. It's really, really sweet. Okay, so everybody wants to know about Camila Cabello. I can't even talk. Camila Cabello. How is she doing? Vampirella, her exes felt ST Camila. Yes, Camila. Thank you for being patient. Vampirella, her exes felt like they were dragging her instead of just holding hands with her, walking by her side. It was disturbing. Some of these videos, Vampirella agreed. It was disturbing. I was just like, these guys like didn't. It's like they didn't see her for who she is. Like that's why what? Never feel bad if somebody doesn't see you in a relationship, in a business partnership, in a family relationship, in a friendship, whatever it is. Never feel bad because this just goes to show you like these video compilations that like the right one will see you and that it's not you. It has nothing to do with you. Just like Taylor. She's always been a shining star, beautiful light. And when she decided to remove herself from the people that didn't see her, there we go. Finally, she was open and available for someone who could see her to find her. It's just beautiful. I love it. It's a good love story. Who doesn't love that? Oh, and the new house that Travis just bought is in Hallbrook, which is like, I think it's named after, so Hallmark started in Kansas City, which is, like cheesy love stories that always have a happy ending. And I think that like, I was asking my husband, I'm like, "Is that named after the Hallmark family?" And he was like, "I think so." So I don't know. I just feel like it's a fairy tale, It's a love story. All right. Enough of my cheesing. Camila. What's going on with Camila Cabello? I haven't heard much about her lately. Definitely she was feeling herself, walked away from Sean in her power. What's going on with Camila? Penny, gotta run. Great night as usual, Britt. Penny, you're the best. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out and for being patient when we had the storm problem earlier. You are the best. Hope you have an amazing night and an awesome, awesome week. I love seeing you guys. This is so fun. We get our crew back together. Vampirella, I call them trailer. I still will always be a Hiddlesmith fan, but I really like Travis for her. That's a true fan. You want her happiness. And I like trailer. That's good. Camila. Okay, I'm just trying to get into the right vibe for her. I do not. Okay. We're tapping in. Page of Cups. Okay, this is an emotional new beginning. So, wait, ST says she's been keeping it low, but definitely always enjoying with friends, vacations, and making new friends. Okay, love it. That's amazing. She's a single girl. She's out and about dating. But this is Page of Cups. This is an emotional new beginning. Let's get a clarifier here because this could either be an emotional new beginning with someone else or it could be an emotional new beginning like on her own. It could be like, I am starting a new beginning as a single person. Let's just see. But emotionally, she's feeling refreshed And like whatever cycle she was in, like after the breakup and all that, like I feel like she went through this cycle of like feeling sad, feeling low, getting, broken up with, which hurt, and then kind of having her glow up and then getting with Sean again. And then it's like she like emerged. So I definitely see her as like healed. She's healed from the past. She is ready to go fresh and new. Okay. Is this on her own or is this Page of Cups with someone new? For Camila Cabello. Let's see. It's with someone new. Okay. Love it. I was hoping it would be something kind of fun like this. Knight of Wands. There is someone in her orbit, in her life. Someone is pursuing her, which of course, right? She's famous. She's beautiful. She's talented. She's in the public eye. You would imagine that people would be pursuing her, right? But there is someone that she's interested in. Oh no, I'm just recognizing this card though, guys. We've been getting this all night for all of our F boys. Okay, well, that kind of dampens it, but regardless, someone is pursuing her who is Knight of Wands energy. Great. But it is a fun energy. This is someone who is passionate about her, definitely F boy energy. Let's see if we can get more information about this person. Absolutely, the hurt to glow up page is so true. It is so true, right? It's a whole like roller coaster. But when you make it to the other side of the hurt to glow up phase, I mean, no one can tell you nothing, right? It's the best. Like I've been through the worst and now I've found myself again and I'm free and ready to have fun. And it's like Selena Gomez single soon song. Okay, okay, this card stuck out. Strength card. This could be a Leo. Do not tell me it's Sean again, please. Okay, there's someone pursuing her that she's interested in. There's an emotional new beginning. Do not tell me this is Shawn Mendes. It's giving F-boy, but this strength card, this is either someone who's a really strong person or it could be a Leo. Let's get another clarifier. There's definitely somebody that she's talking to. She's interested. They're interested in her. There's chemistry. I just got goosebumps. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. This is someone that she's working with. So it probably isn't Sean. So okay. Someone she's working with, 8 of Pentacles. Her career is starting to look up. She's working on something right now that she's excited about. And she's met someone at work, which, let's see what else. But this person is still healing. Is this Shawn Mendes? Is she supposed to do a song with Shawn Mendes? I hate that I'm even saying this. I have not heard of her doing a song with Shawn Mendes. There is someone that she's doing a song with. The reason I say is it Shawn Mendes is because this is the healing card. And he definitely has been in healing energy ever since she broke up with him. Let's see. ST says God, GAWD. Right? What? Okay. It's either this is crazy. Either it's Shawn Mendes because we're getting this healing card, and I just resonate with, like in this reading, he would come through as this person. Or it's somebody else who's recently gotten out of a breakup, who's recently who's still healing. But it's someone she's working with. New energy, new man, new Leo, right? Let's just hope for that. So there's someone in her life that she's interested in, that she's working with, who is really into her, but they're giving FY energy. And I think it's because they're still trying to heal from their past. Typical story. Am I right? Okay. So that's kind of what's going on currently. Let's do a past, present, future for Camila Cabello, just to kind of because that's just one story. Who knows? Let's just do her generally now. But there is something kind of going on in her life. All right. What about her past, present, future in general for Camila? In the past. In the past, we have the World card. Yes, I believe we got this for her. When I did the last reading on Camila and Sean, this is about the tables turning. We also got this card when talking about Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake. When the tables turn, this is the karma card. It's like Sean dumped her. She healed. She had a glow up. He realized what he had been missing, tried to get back together with her. Then she had the opportunity to walk away from him. The karma's resolved. It's like, they've just, it kind of cancels out. So in the past, that's what this is talking about. She went through that whole experience in the past, the world card. She went through it. The ups, the downs. She came back on top, feeling good. That was the past. The present. Okay, in the present, she is still kind of looking at what she doesn't have instead of what she does have. We have 1 cup. So there is love in her life. But she's kind of thinking over things that have happened. I don't see this as her being sad right now, though. I see this as more of like her thinking through like what's gone on. There's Venus is in Virgo right now as well. This is the time, like I was saying earlier, that we separate like the wheat from the chaff. This is the harvest energy. Virgo energy is all about like sorting things out and organizing your thoughts. And so I do think that she is kind of reflecting right now on what's gone on. She emotionally feels good. I think this is just like more her mentally, just her growing. Yeah, Ace of Swords. She is in a place where she's like, I'm never gonna put head over heart again, which I think is a healthy thing. I see her being like, if I ever feel like I'm not being appreciated again, I am not going to be afraid to Ace of Swords it. I'm not going to be afraid to cut things off. Basically, it's like I have had the experience. I've been around the wheel, went around the world, been heartbroken, broken someone else's heart. Like I know what it feels like to be like this. It's more like reflecting on like I know what it feels like to be in this energy of being sad. And I'm strong. I'm never going to let that happen again. Ace of Swords is like I'm not afraid to let go of things that aren't right for me. And it's definitely mirroring that emotional new beginning energy. So whoever this person is that was coming through for her, that was coming in as kind of an F boy, not healed, all passionate. I don't think we have to worry about that. Neither does she. She's gonna cut it off when she needs to if it's not working out for her. As soon as she notices, she's not gonna try to make things work anymore that don't work. Okay, I like that. She's in a good spot. Okay, what about the future? Let's just do next 6 months because we can always check back in on her. Next 6 months. 2 of Cups, okay. I think that she's gonna be okay, well, you know what? And the world does turn. Um, in the next 6 months, I think that she is gonna be announcing a relationship. She's gonna have a new boyfriend. Hey, 6 months, a lot can happen in 6 months, and I definitely think that she is going to be in another relationship. She's gonna announce it. She's not in one right now, but I think she's in a good headspace to make sure that the next one that she's with is someone that she feels really good about. Like she's not gonna let her heart get carried away. She's balanced. I think she's doing really well. And I think the next person she chooses to be with will be right for her. Can we get a clarifier on that future person? The strength card again. Stop. Is it the same person? Okay, guys, I can't. I can't with Sean and Camila. I need to know. I'm going to do a whole other separate video on them. Yeah, we're doing a separate video on them because this is either a new Leo or it's Sean again, or it's it's a new Leo who is unhealed, who within 6 months will be healed and then she'll be with them. It's warranting a new reading. Woohoo! New album coming next year. Tour coming up. A good man is all she needs to get the tour fatigue results. ST, good one. Oh, that's good though. Okay. New album coming. She's in a good spot. She's definitely in a good spot. All right, you guys. It's getting late. We need to get our sleep. But thank you so much for joining me. This was so much fun. Oh my God, there was a lot to catch up on. It was dramatic. It was crazy. Thank you so much for participating, requesting. This was so fun. I love hanging out with y'all. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe so that you get the notifications and all that good stuff. I have a podcast coming out tomorrow that'll be up on here. It's all about Halloween. dressing for your zodiac sign. I have different costumes. I have Heidi Klum. I have the Queen of Halloween. I have all the celebrity birth charts and their outfits and how you can dress according to your birth chart. It's a whole thing. It's really, really fun. And yeah, I love you guys so much. And I hope that you have a great rest of your night, great rest of your week. And we'll hop back on here for another live probably in a couple days because this is just like too fun. All right. Love y'all. Oh, good night, Vampirella. Thank you so much for coming through with all of the birth chart placements. You are amazing. You're a star. You're the MVP. You're the best. Bye, guys.